Hi all, today we will learn about William Wordsworth. William Wordsworth is one of the most famous of the first generation of English Romantic poets. He is regarded as a poet of nature. He believed that there is divine spirit pervading all the objects of nature. Wordsworth advocated the use of simple language in poetry. The joys and sorrows of the common people are his themes. He was one of the founders of English Romanticism. Wordsworth, Coleridge and Robert Southey were the three main figures known as Lake poets, as they all lived in the Lake District. Wordsworth began his writing career by publishing a sonnet in the European magazine. The year 1793 saw the first publication of poems by Wordsworth in the collections An Evening Walk and Descriptive Sketches. In 1795, he met Samuel Taylor Coleridge. Wordsworth collaborated with Coleridge and brought out a volume of poetry, the Lyrical Ballads. It was first published in 1798. It consists of 23 poems, in which Wordsworth contributed 19 poems. The Lyrical Ballads marked the beginning of the Romantic movement in English literature. It included famous poems like Wordsworth's Tintern Abbey and Coleridge's Rime of the Ancient Mariner. An expanded edition with additional poems was published in 1800, to which Wordsworth added a preface explaining his theories about poetry. Wordsworth's Lucy poems were published in the second edition of Lyrical Ballads. Lucy poems is a series of 5 poems. These 5 poems are: Strange fits of passion have I known, She dwelt among the untrodden ways, I travelled among unknown men, 3 years she grew in sun and shower, and a slumber did my spirit seal. The Lyrical Ballads was revised and expanded in 1802 with significant additions about his views on this new kind of poetry. In this, Wordsworth gives his famous definition of poetry as the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. The preface to the Lyrical Ballads paved the way for Romantic criticism in the early 19th century. A fourth and final edition of Lyrical Ballads was published in 1805. In 1807, his poems in 2 volumes was published. It contains some of his most famous pieces such as The Solitary Reaper, Elegiac Stanzas, Resolution and Independence, Ode, Intimations of Immortality, etc. The Recluse was to be Wordsworth's 3-part masterpiece, but remains unfinished. He published the middle section of The Recluse, titled The Excursion, in 1814. Wordsworth was made Poet Laureate in 1843, following the death of Robert Southey. He served the position until his death. Some memorable sonnets of Wordsworth are: London 1802, composed upon Westminster Bridge, The World is Too Much with Us, etc. Wordsworth died in 1850 at the age of 80. After his death, his widow, Mary, published his long semi-autobiographical poem, The Prelude. It is a 14-book descriptive epic poem written in blank verse. It was begun in 1799 and was completed in 1805 but published posthumously. Wordsworth called it the poem to Coleridge, and in his letters to his sister, Dorothy, he referred to it as the poem on the growth of my own mind. It is now regarded as Wordsworth's masterpiece. William Wordsworth remains a towering figure of the Romantic movement and one of the best loved poets in the English language. Let's conclude. Thank you for watching.